Hi guys, while the coronavirus speed is touching new high every day, I'm hoping that everyone is safe at home. In my past couple of videos, I got great response. A lot of people directly messaged me and got in touch with me about a lot of their issues and whatever they're facing in terms of planning the new jewelry line or how to go about, what are the ways to go about and all. So I thought that let me do a little bit of video on that. So today's topic is going to be the diamond jewelry trends post COVID-19. So I understand that it is going to take a lot of time. We guys are from the luxury industry, and it's not going to be easy. When people are looking out for basic necessities, it's not correct to think that things are going to turn around very fast. But as an organization, everybody wants to be prepared with a game plan. So here I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. So first and foremost, a lot of businesses will have to start from the scratch. The overall plan, whatever they were planning for 4 year down the line, 3 year down the line, they have to do the entire planning again. There are a lot of this is the correct time to reset your business plans. A lot of plans which were made in the past will not be applicable anymore to future. And also there is no immediate relief to this industry. Buying gold jewelry won't be a priority for people. It will be very difficult to bring the customer back also. In the past, like talking about diamond jewelry and talking about jewelry as a trend, many years back, the hard luxury, which is gold, has always served as a form of universal currency during the World War. But now it's a very different case. Now the entire world is struggling for it, and it's not easy to say that the acceptability of the diamond jewelry is going to be the same as it was in the past. But yes, gold definitely is going to be a very strong investment. People, when the real estate and all the other areas are down, still gold is going up. So of course that's a good news that that is where people are still willing to invest, and the prices are going up. Gold still is going to be a good investment. Yet again, every situation stands an opportunity also. Every tough situation stands as an opportunity. I'm putting forward some of my viewpoints, how this market situation will affect the jewelry industry, what are going to be the jewelry trends. First, I'm going to start with the market overview. Most importantly, a lot of collections will be flooded which has the theme Corona. Now, to me, that's not the right way to do, because everybody thinking of bringing the topic of Corona and building up a collection, every second organization would be thinking the same way. But I do not think the end results going to be that well. People will not be willing to invest more onto that. Rather than, companies should work on the plans where they're going to give some kind of a donations or something. Like any sales which we do, you're giving some kind of donation. In that case, things will still work out. That could be a good marketing tool to sell your collections. Also, I feel that the diamonds has to be portrayed more as an investment to make it sell. Right now, gold is considered as an investment, but diamond still is not considered. At one point of time, it used to be. So there has to be some kind of marketing campaigns which should be done to show diamonds as investments. There'll be one more market trend is going to be, there'll be a lot of recycling of the gold which will happen. So the company should be prepared with it, the store should be prepared with it. The organizations also will have to plan kind of EMI system. Now again, I'm learning a lot from the other industry. In other industries like dentistry or some other different medical fields and all, a lot of EMI facilities, a lot of insurance are covered, a lot of things are done. But in our cases, we are not very well equipped as an industry with that. So a lot of EMI systems are going to be seen, to what I understand. Work from home is definitely increasing. It was very difficult at one point of time that how jewelry guys will start working from home. But see, now with this situation, everybody's learning, everybody is finding new tools, finding new resources, what they can work. on and how they can work on. A lot of pre-production. I was speaking to a lot of my industry friends. A lot of pre-production work has already started happening. So that's a good news. At least we as jewelry companies are learning from the other industry. So that's a good thought. Um, I also see a lot of Western consumers going back to the local made manufacturing of the products, especially in the case of high end jewelry. People will prefer more of localization. People are now, with the whole coronavirus thing, people have got a little bugged with trying out manufacturing from different countries. So I see a lot of local manufacturing being initiated, especially in the case of exports. um, I also feel that a lot of storytelling needs would be required now as a marketing gimmick. A lot of marketing gurus are also saying the same way, that a lot of story building, a lot of ways to emotionally attract your lost customer has to be done. So that is something which I also see, that a lot of work on the strengthening of the local pride has to be done, because in today's world everybody is shattered when it comes to corona. Everybody wants to strengthen their local pride. They want to promote the local things. So that is something which also would be the need of the hour. Also, very important point is you have to stay relevant to your customers. Now if you are selling jewelry, just because it's jewelry they will not buy it. You have to show some kind of relevance to the customer, why it's going to be important. So work on all of those points. Obviously online sales are going to be picking up big time. A lot of old age people have also started buying jewelry online. So you see the shift. Past 4 or 5 years, you see a lot of business growth happen in the online sector. It's going to continue even at a faster pace. So we have heard that in US a lot of stores are shutting down. A lot of things are happening around the world. Online sales are going to pick up. So invest, work with your teams in promoting a lot of pieces online. Work on more videos, work on areas where you can promote it in a better way. It has to have a better story, a proper explanation write up. So work on all of that. A lot of jewelers will have to work on the buyback pattern. So we have already talked about this point. Now talking specifically to the product part now, so far I was giving a little bit of knowledge about the market and how how the marketing plans has to be made. Now is going to be a specific talk about what kind of the products to be expected. The season is going to be very different from last few seasons. It's going to be really bad. So I see a lot of lightweight jewelry getting into the stores. A lot of people are broke. A lot of insolvency has happened. A lot of bankruptcy. People are with less cash in hand. So I see a lot of those things coming. A lot of price point products. Faith is becoming very popular. Religion, prayers, related motive. You see, whenever people are into such kind of turmoil, they always go back to the religion. So I also see that on the trends front, a lot of religious collections would be coming into the stores. Very important point would be work with your stock. Now I believe in jewelry industry, none of the companies will be having less stock. Everybody had either bought overstock, bought a lot of inventory which is not being used for ages. So it's the correct time to work on all of that. Just get rid of this inventory. A penny saved is a penny earned. So it's better to get rid of those. Bigger diamond pieces still would see some kind of response, because see, the middle segment will be gone. Either it's going to be high end or it's going to be low end. There's this portion is going to be missing to what I see. Again, meaningful luxury. So obviously bridals are going to sell, because obviously if anybody is getting married, will go for bridal. So bridals are also going to be a strong category, but in a more shifted price point, lower price point. The very important is that so far, whatever you worked on, whatever are the best sellers, work on those. See, those are the areas where you can see immediate success. So whatever you've been doing the best, just take out your 4 year, 5 year down whatever the list of all the bestsellers, work around it, because there was something good about that which was not in the rest of the product. So once you work on that, I think you will be able to pitch in better product. And even now I see a lot of buyers, everybody would be asking for more of bestsellers and working with just those. Also work on a structure for the next season's collection. How do you want to plan it? There's no point of flooding the jewelry. There'll be, see, you know what's going to happen right now. Everybody's working at the pre-production stage. The minute the market opens, everybody will be flooding a lot of products. That's not the way to do. Work on a proper merchandising plan. Work how you can, what all are your key items, how you are different from others. Work on your USP. That is the way to go. I also see a lot of silver gold products which will be coming into the market. So as I was talking in my earlier point, that a lot of cheap goods will be floating in the market. Silver gold categories are going to be strong, even for the domestic market and for the export as well. There are a lot of alternative metals which will be seen, because see, people either would be going for high end or low end. So the lower end category is going to be something where you will have to push a little bit more. Bridals is still, again, bridals will be something which will be there and it will be ongoing, but you'll have to just focus on to what kind of the categories you want to focus in the Indian domestic market. Those bridal sets, you'll have to probably reduce the number of diamonds, just reduce the overall weight of the pieces, so that since gold is going expensive, it is better to work on that. On the technology front, I see a lot of new techniques, by which you can reduce the gold weights, would be applied to the manufacturing sector. Most importantly, every company will have to work on a principle where they reduce their backlog, they work on the crisp projects. Just to get the business working in all the direction will not make sense. Choose your directions and work accordingly would be the way to go. Reduce the kind of production errors. A lot of people, you see that a lot of companies where we see that constantly there will be repeated mistakes. The time frame will reduce. Once the market opens up, the time frame will reduce. It is better to focus what all are the areas where you'll be able to crop some time and give some work on a better timeline. Obviously, as I said in my earlier point, a lot of storytelling will happen. So work on a proper marketing plan, how you want to market it. Most importantly, because our jewelry, we come from a luxury sector, I see a lot of people reducing the manpower and all. That's where a lot of consultancy, a lot of freelancing of the work will start happening. I also see a lot of collaborations which will take place in future. So these are some of my bullet points where I feel that if we work systematically, still there's some time, and if we plan things better, it could be good for our industry, good for your company as well. So let me know what your feedbacks are. I got some amazing reviews from my last videos. Thank you all. And I'm looking out for a few more direct messages where I can try and help you guys. So I hope that everybody will take care of themselves, and I wish everyone a safe stay at home. Thank you so much.